Hello, hello, everybody. Have an amazing day today at 1st of May, the last day of May. We have a really amazing day today. And good morning or good afternoon or good evening, wherever you are, whenever you are on this amazing day. Today, the crypto market is quite green. We do have a holiday today in the US, so we'll see how tomorrow the traditional stock market and crypto market will opening and the trading will continue from here. But today it's good to see that most of the altcoins are in green, and yesterday it was also the same, but on Saturday that was a really bloody day. So we have lots of news. So let's check before jumping to the news. Let's check the fear and greed index. We see the fear and greed index is at 18. It's also in the extreme fear category. Yesterday it was 10. So yesterday, actually I should refresh it, but yesterday it was 10 and today is 18, but last week it was 10. So, and as we are going down here, we see that at the beginning of May it was about 70. So in the extreme greed territory, and just came down during the dump, and now we see 10, 11, and on a really low level. And let's check the whole time frame. We see last year, March, the Corona dump, that was around 9, 10, and also in the previous bear market in 2018, in the big drop in November, that was also around 10. So not a lot of time that the fear was so extreme in so extreme category. So we see how long can we stay here, but we have some good signs and also some bad signs how the market can go forward. So let's start with the news. SEC sues 5 over 2 billion Bitcoin at Ponzi. We know that in the 3 or 4 years ago there was this BitConnect scam, and BitConnect collapsed in 2018 after state regulators in Texas and North Carolina filed case and thesis letters against its lending and exchange platform. So I think maybe this BitConnect was amongst the 10 or 15 biggest market cap crypto that time, and just within few days they collapsed, and all the clients' funds just disappeared. So it was a really sad story, and we do have some meme videos on YouTube. Yeah, it was really sad to those people who invested in this Ponzi, but now they started the investigation. We'll see if investors can get some money back. And also always some Ponzi schemes are going around, like OneCoin or I don't know what was in China, but every year some new Ponzi popping up, and as people are so excited about crypto, most of the new Ponzis are promoting crypto. So be very careful if you see a new crypto projects that offering huge commissions and fees referring other people, because that should be a Ponzi. So let's go to another news. 3 reasons why Polygon Matic outperformed Bitcoin and major cryptos this week. Matic, the native cryptocurrency of Polygon, rose by over 35% in last week due to 3 reasons. So what are these reasons? And guys, you should definitely try out the Ethereum Matic bridge. It's really simple, And also you can try, let's say, QuickSwap. It's a really nice exchange. Here is, this is the Matic wallet. So you can convert your Ethereum and ERC20 tokens to the Matic network. But now it's maybe just loading up. And also you can switch to, you can connect with MetaMask, the Wallet Connect, and with other wallet link. You can link different wallets, and after that you can bridge your Ethereum based tokens, and after that you have it on Matic network. You can go to QuickSwap and you can use QuickSwap exchange. It's like a Uniswap or PancakeSwap, but running on Matic. And also you can add liquidity, you can go farming. So it's really, really easy to use and really cheap. And this is a kind of built on supporting Ethereum solutions, like it is Ethereum layer 2 solution. So let's get back. Growing sentiment and hype around Polygon. So this was one of the reasons. Implementing Plasma Chain was able to provide a layer 1 blockchain network with built-in scaling solutions for projects. So this is really great news. Top 10 coins by social volume. So these are most promoted and used coins by communities, and here we see Matic here at the maybe this is the 10th place. Okay, so we have this Vortex score exclusive to Cointelegraph. It's an algorithmic comparison of historic and current market conditions derived from a combination of data points, including market sentiment, trading volume, recent price movement, and Twitter activity. So this is a really complex. Also, social media, trading volume, and market sentiment is this in this Google BigQuery announcement. So that was an announcement that Google Cloud or Google BigQuery integrating Polygon and starting to use it. So I think Google Cloud Tech BigQuery starting to use Polygon. Cuban backs Polygon. The billionaire Mark Cuban revealed investing in Polygon. So also this happened last week. So these are the 3 major news that contributed to outperform Polygon, even Bitcoin and all other major cryptos. So the next piece of news. Top trader says 3 altcoins will trigger one of the largest wealth creation cycles in history. So let's check what are these 3 altcoins. FTT, this is the coin of FTX exchange, Solana, and Nerve Finance. Okay, I think Floud is particularly vocal about FTT, the native token for FTX crypto derivatives trading platform. I think the volume is really growing on the FTX exchange, and this is why FTT is becoming so popular. Solana, the native token of scalable blockchain Solana, is trading at $29 at time of writing this article. No. Okay. Certainly my worst USD week, despite a pretty conservative portfolio, just didn't hedge enough. So Solana dropped really hard, so dropped more than 60%, as you remember. Okay, so nothing more news here, so it's not too much information, but I think Solana is also backed by banks Alameda, FTX Alameda. So this guy, the founder of FTX, also backing the project Solana. I don't know too much about Nerve Finance, but I think this is something about DeFi, but should definitely check out. And this is just this guy, and maybe yeah, maybe he loves it or he promotes it somehow, but you should do your own research. And also, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not here to advise you any financial or investment things. I'm here to educate you and also entertain you. And then with the knowledge that you are grabbing here, that you will be able to do your own research and decide which coin you invest or which projects you use for different purposes. Okay, the next piece of news. Bitcoin will reach 12.5 million US dollar by 2031. So it's almost 10 years from now. He predicts Bitcoin will about 10 million US dollar, according to Robert Breedlove. But there is a catch. There is a catch. Okay, what's the catch? Okay. So volatility is a natural function of price discovery, and it tends to contract as market cap expands. So that's inversely proportionate to market cap. We have seen the pattern play out with Bitcoin, that is volatility is actually contracting. As a store of value, it really comes down to how you define a store of value. So Bitcoin is an asset that monetizing in real time. It's competing for a 250 trillion marketplace, which is a global store of value. So it's very nascent relative to its total addressable market. So it's really low, it's really nascent. I have 1 million of 21 million of possible Bitcoin forever. So it's holding 1 million if it's right. No one can change that again. So it's perfect inelasticity of supply, and that is the property that market actors seek in the store of value. Okay. And here is something about the money supply. The expansion of the money supply is governed by a law. It's called the law of accelerating issuance and depreciation. The more money you print, the more money you ultimately later have to print just to keep the system going. I do expect the expansion of US M2 money supply to double again, probably in the next 4 years. And then I expect it to double again from there. Wow, we will be north of 100% US M2 expansion annually by the end of the decade. So guys, let's come here. Let's put here M2 money supply, M2 money supply, US. Okay. Here you go. This is M2 money supply. So you see that slightly just increased, nothing special, but from, let's say, 15,000 billions, it jumped to 20,000. So it's almost 25% increase just in 1 year. So this is the M2 money supply, or what he's talking about. Okay, so a lot of other blah, blah, blah with M2 money supply. We all know that M2 money supply will cause inflation. And he thinks as the M2 money supply will be 1,250 trillion, then Bitcoin will actually be nominally valued at 12.5 million US dollar by the end of the decade. Okay, so this is a model, but I think I don't know how this is accurate. It's good to come back every year and check this article and see how we are going forward to approach this level. But I think if we check Plan B's stock to flow model, maybe we will see some similar number, but this is the highest price prediction that I've seen recently. So let's get to our next piece of news. Fed Reserve repo volume sparks worries US short-term rates could go below zero. Okay, So this repo volume is the interbank market, the interbank credit market, where banks are borrowing from each other, and they are covering their position on the repo market. And this is just signaling that most banks in the US can offer minus interest rates. The overnight repo rate fell to minus 0.1%, the lowest since late March, but recovered on Tuesday. So in the repo market, so between the banks, we also see the negative interest rates. Okay, I think negative interest rates is also there in Switzerland, and I think in Germany, and it means that if you are depositing your hard-earned money on your bank account, that you have some cost, but also with the negative interest rates, you will get less money back. But I don't think that it will come so fast. But for sure, the bank rate, like bank interest rates on saving account US. So use Google and check this. Saving accounts, yeah, so 0.4 percentage per year. So this is not so big. So you should consider if you are putting your money on your bank account or using it, just spending it, or using it, purchasing some assets, stocks, bonds, real estate, gold, Bitcoin, and other assets that can generate some price movement or some cash flow for you. So the next piece of news about Bitcoin dominance cycle suggests the 2017 crypto rally could repeat. This is quite interesting because I just watched the video when the guy predicted that the whole altcoin market will collapse in the coming months. So it's the totally opposite, but let's continue. Bitcoin dominance patterns are showing similar lows and eerie resemblance to 2017. So what does things suggest for BTC price? So this is the chart that we see. That was the low in January 2017. That was a spike in the Bitcoin dominance from 40 back to 60, and then another spike. Yeah, so that was another spike in January 18. That was the first altcoin rally, but Bitcoin started its bear market that time. And we have another spike here in May. That was the second wave of the altcoin season here. And now this is something that maybe we experienced in 2016. Okay. Follow the money flow. Okay, Sam Bankman-Fried. So he is the co-founder of the FTX exchange that we talked about. I have entered a prolonged bear market. I would expect BTC dominance to rise as it did in 2018 and 19, but the correction we have seen so far isn't enough to trigger that. Any reading of one crypto asset for another is a taxable event. So whether the profit motivation is accepted, investors must account for the fact that the rebalancing of the portfolio may have a tax cost. The uncount quantity risk off, but not far. It's better to take a look at what's happening with the Bitcoin dominance chart. Let's get here and see, let's say, the weekly charts of the Bitcoin dominance, and we see that that happened in 2016. That was when the Bitcoin dominance started to lose. And in 2018, January 2018, that was a big drop in Bitcoin dominance. And this was the first altcoin rally and the second altcoin rally in May. And now we are almost here. So we'll see if Bitcoin will gain some momentum, then maybe we can see some correction, and then the drop of the Bitcoin dominance can continue downwards. So let's get back to the news. Cardano ADA leads tepid crypto market recovery ahead of Memorial Day. So today we have this Memorial Day in the US. Fears of a nasty pre-Memorial Day sell-off in cryptocurrency may have been overstated, early indicators suggest. So, you know, also BitBoy Crypto and other crypto influencers sold their altcoin bags. So actually, BitBoy Crypto stated in his video on Saturday that he sold 2 million worth of altcoins and he wants to purchase Bitcoin. And also, I think he purchased maybe 80, if I remember right. But yeah. So the market update. ADA seems to really be well. It's peaked at 1.7 US dollar, according to TradingView. And also the total market cap is at 53 billion US dollar. Okay, their size seems to be a little bit oversold, but not too much. Okay, every cryptocurrency in the top 20 reported gains on Sunday. Bitcoin rose, Ethereum rose, and also BNB climbed 6%. What is driving ADA? I think a lot of product launches and mainnet launch will come on ADA, and also DeFi and NFT is will be launched on ADA. So I think this is the expectation that people buying ADA and waiting for the launches. Yeah, so IOHK was eyeing a gradual deployment of Alonso testnet in May and June. Okay, this Alonso hard fork will bring exciting and highly anticipated new capabilities to Cardano through the integration of Bluetooth scripts onto blockchain. And also Cardano will have the bridge that ERC20 tokens can be bridged to Cardano blockchain and used there for different things. Okay, I think I wanted to check this news. Okay, yes, so this is a news aggregator. Also, this is the news that I wanted to show you. Bitcoin will surge 500% this year as tsunami of cash comes back to crypto, says BTC firebrand Max Kaiser. We know Max Kaiser is always bullish. I never heard him complaining or talking negatively about Bitcoin. And he is a really early investor. I think he's in crypto since 2011. Okay, there was a new interview with him. When corporate America really runs out of room to financial and to escape coin reality, they have got to make the move. I think it happens in 2021. My price target for 2021 is still 220,000 per US dollar per Bitcoin. It's an aggressive price target, but it's based on the US dollar running into severe trouble. So his price target is based on that the US dollar we're running into severe trouble. He's thrown down the gauntlet, and so now every CFO and every CEO of every board member of every public company now has to take that on board. Institutions realizing that inflation is in fact not transitory, it's secular, it's structural, it's here for long haul, and if you are not protecting yourself, you are going to wipe out. And as Paul Trudeau Jones said about Bitcoin, is the fastest horse in the race when he's comparing it to gold, for example. So you get this wave, a tsunami of cash comes back into Bitcoin. Okay, great piece of news. Let's see what the whales are doing. Bitcoin whales have accumulated 30,000 BTC between $31,000 and $40,000 in this range. Bitcoin whales holding 100 to 200,000 BTC have accumulated 30,000 more coins in the last week. The accumulation coincided with last week's retest of 31,000 and reaction of 20,800 US dollar. Earlier today, Bitcoin dropped to almost 33,000 before bouncing back to 36,000. All eyes on the weekly close, monthly close at 30K. So we should close about 30. I think it has good probability to close about 30, and then we can just sidewaving between 30 and 40. Bitcoin is at 35 after another mild drop over the past day, but the key BTC millionaire bracket that we track has seen a mild uptick in holdings. Addresses with 100 to 10,000 BTC have accumulated approximately 30,000 more BTC in the past week. So this is from sentiment, and you see this is, I think, yeah, so the green is the price, and this pink is the accumulation that how much Bitcoins these wallets are holding. If it's right that these wallets are holding 9 million Bitcoins, quite huge number. And you see that they started to decrease their positions, so they started to sell right here at the all-time high, and then they continued to sell during this last dump 2 weeks ago, and now they are starting to buying back. All eyes are on Bitcoin's weekly and monthly close. 3,000 is a support. Bitcoin has printed an inverted head and shoulders pattern on 6 hour. Okay, we can say that it's a inverted head and shoulders, but this left shoulder is range. Okay, so the next piece of news. Spanish crypto investors set to be taxed on overseas holdings. It is quite interesting what is overseas, because you store your Bitcoin on the blockchain, not in your country, not in the neighboring country, not overseas. So it's really interesting, because you store your Bitcoin and crypto on the blockchain. So it's quite interesting how they are stating this overseas. But what you can understand here, he wants to get all the information about the holdings that the citizens having due to their proliferation and popularity among investors and savers. It is necessary to take greater control over cryptocurrencies, they say. So actually, they want to tax crypto profits. It's normal, but it's really weird, this overseas crypto, because crypto is on the blockchain, not overseas or not inland. Okay, but you know, in the neighboring country, Portuguese, Portugal is offering zero tax on crypto gains. So a lot of people from the US or even from Europe are just moving there, and citizens of the European Union, like me and other Europeans, just can move everywhere within the European Union. So maybe you should consider to choose that country that seems to be more supportive if we come to taxation. No problem with the tax on crypto, but the problem is when you have to fill out a lot of paperwork and just reporting everything, and then you have more work than you are paying as a tax. So it's really insane. The next piece of news. Now central bankers are coming and they have some concern. Danish central banker tempted to ignore cryptocurrency, sees real threat in big tech invading currency area. Denmark Central Bank Governor Lars Rode says that he can be tempted to ignore cryptocurrency, stating that it's not a threat to the central bank at present. However, he pointed out that the real threat could come from big technology companies invading the currency area of transactions means. So what is this is about? This is about that they are not having anything against Bitcoin and crypto, but they don't want to see like big tech giants like Facebook or Amazon or I don't know, Apple coming out with their own crypto and flooding the markets globally with their own crypto and encouraging people to using that crypto for transactions. So this is almost about the Facebook SDIM stablecoin that we know that it's under development, but there is a big silence, so I don't know what's going on. But I wouldn't be surprised if something would come out from Facebook in the very near future. And also central banks are just afraid about that. The next piece of news, the next central bank. Ireland's central bank official says the rising popularity of cryptocurrencies is a concern. Okay. It's a great concern. Crypto assets are quite a speculative, unregulated investment, and people should be really aware they could lose the whole of that investment, the central bank's Director General for Financial Conduct said in the interview. Okay, so we know that also the UK central bank or UK Financial Authority came out with some things. So yes, we know it, and okay, you should warn all people, especially who are purchasing these meme coins and moonshots, that they don't have any real technology behind that. But I think that these central banks and regulators should more educate the market that about real crypto like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all other things, especially as the European Central Bank issued 120 million bonds on the Ethereum blockchain recently. So I think, but also if crypto is a threat and speculative, then also just taking out a loan is a threat, because if you cannot pay or you just take more risk than you can afford, then you will face the same situation. So be careful. The United Arab Emirates Authority issues warning about Dubai coin. So Dubai doesn't have an official cryptocurrency, officials states. So this Dubai coin is not issued by the Dubai government, but this Dubai coin is using Dubai as it would be a kind of official currency. Okay. Dubai is friendly. Okay. It is not the official cryptocurrency of the city, the announcement was. The website promoting Dubai coin is an elaborate phishing campaign that is designed to steal personal information from its visitors. So this Dubai coin is doing some phishing attempts, so be very careful with this. Okay. Okay, it's crashed more than 50%, but it's nothing special. Yeah, so we don't know what this Dubai coin is, but be very careful, because also the officials are warning that this is not anything that. Another piece of news from Dubai. Dubai creates its own cryptocurrency, EM Cash, as a government alternative to Bitcoin. So this should be the official, but this news is from 2017. The local government of Dubai has deployed a cryptocurrency EM Cash, which allows paying for government and non-government services as its own alternative to Bitcoin. So I don't know what is going on with this, guys. Maybe just it died out. Is there any news recently about this? Not too much. Not too much. So maybe just it's died out. Okay. The next piece of news. Wisdom Tree files Ethereum applications as Bitcoin bids await SEC decision. Manager becomes the second firm to submit an ETH ETF application with the US regulator. Okay, Wisdom Tree has filed for Ethereum ETF according to SEC documents. The ETF specialist firm, which already has a Bitcoin ETF before the US regulator, becomes the second US fund shop to also be for an Ether product after 1X. So 1X also filed for Ethereum ETF. We know that almost 9 or maybe 8 or 9 Bitcoin ETF have been submitted to the SEC and now waiting for the review. The SEC hasn't yet approved a single Bitcoin ETF, let alone an Ethereum equivalent, making Wisdom Tree's new filing a test case in the latest wave of application. Okay, so nothing special. That was a news from yesterday. So let's get back to the market. Let's see what's going on here. So we see nice gains last day and also last week. If we come here, last week also almost all coins are in green, but the last month it's quite red, quite red. So we haven't recovered yet. XRP, we also know that XRP is waiting for the SEC settlement, and if the settlement will be good, maybe just with some small fine, then XRP can skyrocket from here. But if the settlement will bad for Ripple, then the XRP can just drop further from here. Yeah, Polygon on the 15th place. Nice. Yeah, so we see also Solana pumping 11%. I think on Kusama, some parachain testnet will going live, and that will be quite important. Also on Kusama, we see 11% pump. ThorChain is a nice project. Okay. So let's check the trading view chart. Okay, let's come here. No, maybe another chart. Do we have another chart here? Yeah. So we see that was the big week of distribution pattern where the whales who bought the dip distributed their bitcoins on the highest price to retail, and the retail, that was a retail FOMO, and then the retail bought this peak, and after that in this sell-off the retail guys, the newbies, just 1 million Bitcoin here, 1 million Bitcoin here, and the whales and these institutions just bought back the dip. So, and now we see that if the 30,000 will hold it, or if we lose 30,000, the price can drop first to 20, 25, 23, and 20,000. And we do have this triangle here. And if we take this measurement here, turn out the log. So if the triangle is breaking down, then we can visit 21 or 22,000. But if the triangle is breaking up, we can visit 50,000. But we have some resistance first here at the triangle at 18 US dollar and also 44. This neckline of the previous big head and shoulders. So this is about Bitcoin. Ethereum a little bit seems to be more bullish. This triangle has this upper line here, and also the lows are a little bit higher than we see at Bitcoin, but I think Ethereum cannot rallying if Bitcoin is dropping. So maybe Ethereum will taking some momentum, and Bitcoin will follow, as we have seen several times in the past. Okay. Let's check ADA. So ADA, it seems to be really, really healthy, and yeah, so it can just break this triangle, and then the next level at 1.8 and 2 US dollar, and from there the new all-time high would be really, really easy. Most of the coins are in green, so it's really good to see that. Matic is somehow consolidating, and also I think some new analysis will come out about Matic. But now after this trend line, downwards trending trend line, it was broken, but now Matic is totally side waving, so it should decide even go lower or breaking upwards. So guys, this is for today. Hope you enjoy. Before wrapping it up, just I want to ask you some favor here. Let's come, if you are watching on Facebook, just push the like and share the Facebook Live. If you're watching on YouTube, push this red, subscribe, push the bell, all, and also be sure to push the like, and you can share this video, you can copy the link, and you can share this live with your friends. And as this video is supported by CorionX, also follow CorionX and read our blogs. We will come out with some nice announcements this week. We are working on our Binance Smart Chain bridge, so some nice updates are ready to come out. We have some things to fix. So hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe, and grab all your knowledge and information that you can and do your own research. Let's see how the markets will reacting tomorrow when also the US holiday will be over, and hope we will see a nice close above 30,000, and then we are heading to June, and the summer rally can be starting. So